I'm getting really sick of the people who don't understand what's actually happening. We are at war, but this isn't the same playing field as in 1861. And the type of war we're in is not a war of violence, it's a war of discourse. And we are all called to arms in this way, and we need to stand up for truth and justice. And let's go ahead and check out what Dave Smith has to say on the subject.
Charlie Kirk was the moderate. He was the fucking reasonable guy in the room, you dummy. He wasn't a far right activist. Are you kidding me? You have any idea what's out there? You think that was like the radical position? Charlie Kirk was the most moderate human being. He was a plumb line Republican. A plumb line Republican, as everybody who knows anything about anything knows, is 1 centimeter to the right of a plumb line Democrat. He was right just in the middle. He just supported Israel like the Democrats and Republicans do. He was more, like a little bit more on the side of restrictive immigration policy. That was his big radical policy, was he was with 80% of the American people on immigration. It's not. So you sit there and what do you think? You think this is a victory? Like for you? You think, oh, you took out let me think this through here with all of my wisdom. I want to win a culture war. So what I did was I violently murdered the most high-profile moderate voice on the other side. Hey, geniuses, but summon all your wisdom together and tell me, do you think that is likely to calm things down, or might that lead to more radicalization? And what the fuck, these dumbass fucking lefties celebrating? Like, what exactly are you trying to start here, you fucking pussies? Like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, go live your fucking weird lives and with your fucking pink hair and your 70 genders or whatever, but don't sit here and pretend you're ready for a fucking fight. Like, what are you doing? Do you know, it's like such a weird dynamic they have here, right? Where like, broadly speaking in the country, there's like this culture war, right? And like the left wingers are almost always the ones who are out on the streets. They're the ones protesting. I mean, yeah, you could point to January 6th, but it's like the one exception. It's the exception that proves the rule. But who is out in, the Ferguson, Missouri, protests and riots, or the Trayvon Martin protests and riots, or the George Floyd protests and riots, or there's the Pussy March, or there's the Immigration March, or there's the campus activism over the last 15 years. It's like the leftists take to the street. They're the first ones to go, we're going to go out here and do a thing. It's much harder to get the right wingers out on the streets because they have families and jobs and church to go to. But the right wing is so much tougher. So much tougher. Like if this ever came down to a fight, the fight is right wingers mowing down gender studies majors. Like, what are we fucking talking about here? You ever see one of those videos where like Antifa would actually get into a fight? And then you'd realize that like it's actually really funny. I mean, like it was kind of jarring and a little weird, but like there'd be all these videos where there'd be like, the black bloc guys, like 7 kids in hoodies with like one of them's got a pipe and they got the masks on. So you're almost like, oh, these are like kind of tough looking guys. And then one of them swings like the girliest swing of a pipe and completely misses. And then a man punches him in the face and you hear the guy go, hey, and you're like, oh, you're not tough. You're just like role playing as like, what do you guys think? But you're trying to provoke this other side who will annihilate you. And there are real deal militias in this country. There are real deal gun enthusiasts in this country. You do not want to pop shit off with them.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is really, it's a war of discourse. And first shots have been fired. It's they decided to kill the guy who was talking, who was winning arguments. who was debating, who would take up any person, who would be respectful, who would treat them with the type of respect that they're asking for. And they would show their utter stupidity, their utter hypocrisy. Listening to some of these guys, I mean, there's so many videos right now with Charlie Kirk circulating. It must be like they've multiplied it by 100. It's everywhere, and every single video is him being polite. You have people ripping his hat off, and he comes back and says, "Oh, no, I'm not going to press charges. No, let them speak. Come on up here. Come on, let's have a debate." Person will get on and say, "I just think you're a fascist. I think you're evil. You're a Nazi." And he'll say, "Well, what evidence do you have? Tell me one thing I've said that was racist." And they'll say, "You're a racist. You're a Nazi." And they'll freak out and they'll fucking get so pissed and they'll lose their mind. They'll turn red with anger. What's happening right now is an exposure of left-wing lunacy. And I mean, I'm here for the fight. I'm here for the discourse. This is a type of war. It's a new type of playing field that we live in, and this is what's happening. They threw the first punch. They started this, and now they're going to pay. All these people going on to celebrate Charlie Kirk's death as if there's not going to be any recourse. I celebrate these people getting fired. I celebrate us using the civil system against them for once. So many of us have sat back and bitten our lip and watched this play out, waiting for some balance, waiting for some type of normalcy to take hold. You sit here and watch it over and over and over again. And so many of us have just been waiting for that feeling inside that draws us to the front lines, that draws us to the discussion. Because that's what this is. It's a discussion, but it's more than that. It's a war. And it's a war of ideas. It's a war of capabilities. And it's a war of correctness. Who is right? What is right? And it isn't a left or right thing. It's more about right and wrong. It's more about civility and insanity. It's more about using the system and the cancel culture that these people have been using for the past number of years, the insanity of their lies and their hypocrisy being brought to the surface. And I celebrate these people getting fired. I celebrate them getting canceled. I think we should, once we call their employers and demand their firings, we demand them to be exited from places of prominence, from any type of government type of positions where they're making money off of our tax dollars. After they're fired from those, we should sleep on it, and we should celebrate, and then wake up the next morning and find their new job where they get hired again and get them fired from that fucking job. We should do this over and over again because this is what they deserve. This is the game. This is how we play. And we will not be silenced. We will not be set on the sidelines. We are not sitting this one out. It's not going to happen this time. It's time to delete these people from civil society by getting them fired, by getting them removed, by getting everything that they've been doing to us done to them. Now's the time. It's a call to arms. It's time for everybody to step up and get these people out of their positions of power, to get them out from teaching our kids, get them out from from positions of law enforcement, any type of government pay. It's time to get them out.